Good morning, guys. Can you tell I slept with something on my face? Or on my head, I mean. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. My name is Ray. I make daily videos about my med school journey. I am currently starting the 6th week of surgery rotation. If you're watching these in chronological order, you know that I had a patient last week that came in with gallstones. We did an ERCP for her, and today we are doing a lap chole. So that's scheduled at 11. I hate when surgeries are scheduled so close to lunchtime because you either gotta stuff your face before or starve till after. But it is what it is. I've never seen a lap chole. It should be really interesting. After sign out and rounds, I'll pretty much be free until the lap chole at 11. So usually every morning we get a text message from our chief student saying what patients she's assigned to us. I've told you guys this before. We didn't get a text message this morning, and I was like, but still went up to the hospital pretty early because the night students gave us a heads up. And I low-key became interim chief, low-key. Like when I went there, I printed out a patient list for myself. Noticed the chief wasn't there, so I printed out a couple copies for some other students. So I had that for them when they came in. And there was no one assigning patients. Come on. It's a stop sign. How could he be mad at that? Does he not see the stop sign? He's running the stop sign. Sorry about that. It is so loud in this neighborhood right now. When I saw that no one assigned patients, I listed out all the rooms that needed patients or needed students to look after those patients, and students picked them up. One student who didn't pick up, I just gave it to him, and we're all evenly distributed. This is like a weird week for us, 6 weeks into the rotation, because it's a 12-week rotation. So students who started before me, who are on their 12th week now, are getting ready to leave and take a shelf exam on Friday. So for those students, they should not pick up a new patient because they won't be able to follow them. And then they also want to study for their shelf exam, so we're trying not to load them with patients. Hey guys, it's like an hour and a half later. I have written up the 2 notes on my patients, and I made lunch. Now I gotta wash dishes. I hate the feeling of food on my fingers, so it doesn't matter if it's like the tiniest thing, I'll put gloves on. Just, fun fact about me. Okay guys, it's like 9:45 or something like that. Heading back to the hospital. We have plastic surgery clinic from 10 o'clock to 12:30. I'll only be there for like maybe 30 minutes. My patient has the lap chole scheduled for 11 a.m. On my downtime, I'll be looking up stuff on lap choles, looking at YouTube videos, looking at the anatomy, and getting myself prepared in case there are any questions that might be asked for me. I most likely am not scrubbing. There'll be 1 attending and 2 residents in the case. Usually only 3 people scrub, so probably just going to be observing, and it's laparoscopic, so I'll be looking at the screen. Hey guys, it's about 1:50 right now. My lap chole ended at 12. It was super cool. I've never seen one before. It's, okay, from a non-surgeon perspective, it was really, really quick. Like, I don't really know how long they take, but it took us about an hour. I didn't scrub in, I was just observing. They put like 4 ports in the abdomen. First of all, they had to like blow up the stomach. Not like explode, but like fill it up with gas so it's expanded and you can move around and do procedures in there. They just dissected away the cystic duct, cystic artery. They clipped it, so they put 1 clip in the part that's like staying in the body and another clip on the part that's leaving the body, and they cut right down the middle of those and dissected it away from the liver and just took it out through an incision that was like right under the belly button. And yeah, it's about the size of like a finger, just a little bit wider than my finger, but about the same length. It was pretty cool. If you felt within it, it was like tiny, tiny, tiny stones. Yeah, really smooth, no complications. I think she's getting discharged tomorrow. So basically every time I come home, I just try to get done the tiny little tasks that I have to do. So last week it was logging my patients, so now that's done. I don't have to do it for the rest of the weeks that I'm here. I've logged every single one. Now we have student presentations, which are mandatory. That's one of them happened today. My friend Annetta presented at 1. My presentation isn't till May, but why not get it out of the way? For example, today we had the room for an hour and her presentation only took 30 minutes. So if I could get mine done earlier rather than later, I would definitely prefer that. So I'm going to work on the presentation now, get it done. I don't know when sign out is. It's about 2 o'clock right now. So I'll just wait for the text message. I'm done with my presentation, so whenever they need me to present, I am good to go. It is 4:03, heading to the hospital now for sign out. Oh, I've started going over my incorrects for UWorld. I've completed the first pass of all the unseen questions. Today's been a weird vlogging day. Can you guys tell? I feel like I have nothing. It's so windy. I feel like I have nothing to talk about. Like, I went into the case today, I just stood in the back, I looked at the screen, there was a student presentation, I just sat and listened. No clinic for me today, so I can't talk about any of the outpatient clinics. It's kind of feels like I didn't do anything today. Or anything I did participate in, it wasn't like an active participant, I was just observing or listening to a presentation. I did want to mention though, guys, that I want to start doing live YouTube sessions on the weekends since I don't vlog on the weekends. So I'm thinking maybe Sundays at 3 or Sundays at 3:30, and we'll go over UWorld questions. Depending on how long we take, it could be one question that we go into depth on, or it could be like 5 questions that we just review. In a surprising change of events, I'm heading back to the hospital. One of my friends is on short call, which means they stay after day shift until night shift gets there. He wants to study. We have an exam on Wednesday. It's not like USMLE or anything like that. The chair of surgery gives 2 exams during the rotation, so he wants to study for that. I figured it would be easier for me to just meet him at the hospital because he has some downtime right now on short call. I brought my laptop for UWorld. You can't access UWorld on the hospital computers. I figure once I'm done studying with him, might as well just stay at the hospital. I have a hard time studying there in the daytime because it's so crowded with all the other students and doctors and nurses, and you're in business professional clothes which are uncomfortable, and your white coat. It's just a lot. But now I got home, I ate, I took a nap, I'm well rested, ready to go. I'm in sweatpants. I've prepared myself mentally for a massive study session. It's a difference between being forced to study in the day because you can't leave and actually preparing yourself to go in and study. Okay, hey guys, it is like 10, I think, something like that. I have my laptop in my hand here. Heading home. Kind of came to a dead end on the case report thing. I want to talk to the intern who was in charge of the patient to see if I can get to be a part of the report. I've read up everything about her, all of her notes from like February till mid-March. She'd been admitted and discharged like 4 different times. So I read up on every single progress note, every consultation, everything. This is the most interesting thing I've ever seen. And granted, I've been on rotations for like 6 months, but it's like this patient came in with one thing. She came in with abdominal pain, which I feel like is the most common chief complaint for people in the emergency room. But I don't even know how much I could say really. But from abdominal pain, it escalated into all sorts of things. I guess I could say, ended up finding out she has a diagnosis with an autoimmune disease. And then that led to other things and other things and other things. And it's very interesting. I'll let you guys know if I actually do get involved with the case report. I really hope I do. I'm gonna end the vlog here, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Really hope I edit this in time so you guys see tomorrow. Bye.